Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amber. I'm looking to lose about 70 pounds total. I've already lost 14. Puts me around 55 still to go. And that's all right. We're gonna get there. But now, instead of just counting calories, I am going to use the Healthi app, which is kind of like knockoff Weight Watchers app. I'm gonna use the Better Balance plan, which is like the Weight Watchers Blue plan. I know Weight Watchers just had an update where they're not like personalized and all that, but you can still basically put in what you want for free to be like the Blue plan on Weight Watchers. I did Weight Watchers back when my daughter was a year old and I first wanted to start my weight loss journey. And I lost about 35 pounds like in the year. And then that's when they brought in like the freestyle and all that. And I wasn't having it and I stopped. And then I did something way more damaging to my metabolism and then gained it all back. So we're not doing that today. One thing I like about the Healthi, it's Healthy with an I at the end, not a Y at the end. One thing I like about it is that I can count my calories as well as points, because that has my biggest gripe with Weight Watchers is I think it's very, very hard to get enough calories in your day, because I think most people who are starting Weight Watchers probably not eating giant plates of fruits and vegetables every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel like that's kind of what you have to do to get enough calories. So I might have to finagle how this is working. I will be tracking bites / points and calories. I'm getting 23 points a day with several weekly points. I'm just going to go ahead and assume I'm going to be snatching some of those weekly points every day and like kind of scattering it out throughout my week. I'm gonna show you what I eat today. Today is day 1 of this new situation. I was not planning on doing this when I went to the grocery store, so I had planned some stuff that I'm gonna have to rework a little bit. I was gonna have overnight oats this morning and it was gonna be like 12 points. My eye literally, can you see my eye twitching? 12 points for some oats and some chia seeds. I don't know, guys. That seems weird to me. That seems real weird. So instead of overnight oats, I switched it up and decided to do breakfast tacos, which were delicious. I am gluten-free for medical reasons, not because it's any healthier. If you can eat gluten, please. I also am lactose intolerant, so I don't eat a ton of dairy. So that does help with the lower point situation. Finally, something in my favor. So let's get to this, what I eat in a day. Figuring out I track bites / healthy / Weight Watchers. Roll the footage.
Good morning. Just gonna make some coffee here. I like the Keurig. You do you. Whatever makes you happy. I always add collagen in the morning. Sometimes I use the unflavored you see right there. And then today I'm gonna use this chocolate, which with this cinnamon coffee tastes like Mexican hot chocolate. So there's 0 points for the collagen and 1 point for the amount of oat milk I'm using, which is awesome. Okay, now that our coffee has had time to work, let's make our tacos. These are 2 tortillas for 3 points. They're the only thing that have points in this taco for me because these 2 eggs are 0 points. I'm gonna add a little salt and some 0 point salsa and beat the crap out of it. I'm toasting up the tortillas while I'm waiting for these eggs to be ready because it just tastes the best. If you are putting them in the microwave, you are doing it wrong. They taste so much better toasted. And then I'm already using this pan for the eggs, so I didn't have to dirty anything else. I'm just gonna add a little avocado oil, and then these eggs scramble so quick because the pan is already hot from the tortillas. I actually turned off the heat, and it literally took like 30 seconds to get all of this scrambled. I would have loved to have some like bell pepper and onion with these eggs, but I was so hungry, I needed it done quickly. I just added some hot sauce to it and ate it with a side of fruit. I keep my fruit ready to go. As soon as I bring it home, I prep it so I don't have an excuse not to eat it.
Okay, it's lunchtime. I am hungry. There's a theme here. And I'm gonna have leftovers from last night. I had my husband grill some hamburgers. I made just 4-ounce patties. out of ground turkey that I added Worcestershire and some Uncle Chris's seasoning. I had them grill them up, as well as some chicken for meal prep later in the week. So I'm just gonna have my cut up patty here on top of my lettuce. About 3 cups of lettuce. I'm just using this baby spring mix. I'm gonna add that. I didn't really warm up the turkey all the way where it's like really hot. I basically just made it not cold so it didn't wilt my lettuce. And then we're gonna add stuff from here. If you don't have one of these are pretty cool. I think I got it from Walmart. It has this little tray that can be separated from other stuff. So I had diced onion and pickles that I did yesterday when I had this for dinner. And then this is about 3 tablespoons of the sauce. I'm gonna see if I can thin it down with some water to make it a little less points. So I've got a tablespoon of my sauce. I got about half a tablespoon of water. Just see if I can thin it out to cover more. Doesn't look bad. We'll try it on the salad to see if it works. All right, let's see if this is enough or if we need to add more. For the amount I added yesterday, it was 6 points. I'm just seeing if I can get it down a little bit, because in this salad, the dressing's only with points in my plan, because the turkey is 0. Ooh, it looks good. Okay, so thinning out that dressing was the way to go. It just coats the lettuce more evenly, but with the grilled burger and the pickles, you have so much flavor already there. You really don't need 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise on it. These potatoes, it's about 2/3 cup of potatoes that I put in the air fryer. It has a teaspoon of oil and some seasonings on it, so that's 4 points. So this whole lunch is 7 points. Hey, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me very well because it is so windy today. I was planning on going to the park this evening to walk, but that's not happening, so I'm a little behind on getting my 10,000 steps in. So I thought I'd just come outside and literally walk laps in my backyard. We have a long, narrow backyard, and so I'm literally just going in circles. The dog's chasing me around. I'm in my house shoes. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just get out and get to moving. Yesterday I did Couch to 5K, which I will be doing a separate video on that coming up once I'm a little further along. I'm doing like a slow version where I'm doing maybe like 2 days a week at first, as I slowly get my body used to like the higher impact and all that. So today I just want to move my legs around so they're not like locking up or getting too tight. Maybe I'll do some yoga in a little bit, but really for me, working out isn't about like burning calories so I lose more weight. It's about like the privilege of moving my body. I don't want to get to a place where I can't get around or move, because I know that happens to a lot of people. So just really enjoying moving and doing things that feel good in my body. I used to run a lot. I did a half marathon a few years ago. I don't know, maybe 5 at this point. With COVID, I feel like I lost 2 years of my life and don't really know where it went. So it feels like a couple years ago, but it's probably about 5. But I really enjoyed it. It was something that, like when I'm done running, I feel better. I get that, like those endorphins, and same with yoga. Like I feel calmer and more centered, where other workouts don't necessarily make me feel that way. So if you're gonna work out, do something that feels like therapy. I think that's always a good plan. And what feels good to me is gonna be different than what feels good to you. So if you enjoy doing it, you'll do it more often. So I'm just gonna walk around, probably try to, let's see, I'm at 4,000 steps right now. I'll probably try to get about 3,000 more, so that way this evening I won't have too many I have to get. I'll see ya when I eat again. Okay, walk is complete. Called my sister. What's up, Jennifer? Mr. Washington ponytail is officially retired for the evening. I had to do something to keep the wind and all the things out of my face. It is blowing so hard out there. I'm not even gonna go into all the places sand is probably lodged at this point. But hey, we got our 7,500 steps, so our goals were accomplished. And I was gonna make a protein shake, but dear God, oh my God, it's doing it again. Every time I talk about how high something that's healthy is in points, my eyes are twitching. That's what, seriously? Anyway, can you see it? Okay, gonna have a protein shake. It's way too high in points. Thankfully, I keep these in the fridge. This is like an actual non-dairy version of like the Premier shakes and stuff like that. Some of those brands say dairy free, but then you look at the back and it says contains milk, and they tear me up so bad. So I can have these. It's called Only What You Need is the brand. It's 20 grams of protein, no dairy, thankfully. This one's cookies and creamless, and it's my favorite. It is 4 points. So with that and me pre-tracking dinner, I'm out of points for the day, and I'm about 1,500 calories. So I will either have some 0-point foods, or I'll just take some of those points. I'm actually surprised I got that high in calories with that amount of points, because that never happened over the other years that I tried this. So I've had a lot more fruits and vegetables today, so hopefully that is gonna encourage me to just keep that moving and grooving and happening. So I'm gonna drink this and watch some YouTube before I have to start cooking dinner in a couple hours. So I'll see you then. All right, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner, so I will show you what we got going on, and the recipe will be linked down below. This is ground turkey that I just cooked in here. But my husband's having meatballs, so I took out the ground turkey because it's just gonna be on my portion, so I only did half a pound. And then I have about 2 cups of zucchini and a red onion in here that I'm gonna cook. Probably gonna add a little bit of salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. And my husband was gonna have these spicy meatballs, but they're really high in points, so we're just gonna let him have those. Okay, those are looking pretty cooked, so I'm gonna add my pasta. I'm using this kind. I just took it and broke it in half against the. Add my pasta sauce next. And then we'll actually add the water. Instead of straight in there, I'm gonna pour it in here so I can kind of clean out the bits. We want all the goods. I've made this before with like regular pasta, and it worked beautifully. I've never done it with this banza. You know, sometimes it gets like that white film when you cook it, and I'm interested to see what happens here. Oh God, did you hear that? That's thunder outside. All right, so we're gonna see if I can do this with one hand. Ooh, I sure did. Okay, make sure it's sealing. I'm gonna do it on manual. And we just want it to cook for 9 minutes, and then we will release the pressure, and then it will be good to go. I'll add my turkey to mine, I'll add the meatballs to his, and I'm gonna cook up. I say by cooking, I'm gonna add this to the microwave and steam it, so it'll be delicious. Also, I see people like reusing these kinds of jars. I can never get the labels off, so if you can tell me, please, how I get the label off and to save this jar, I will reuse it. I just don't know how. Help me, help. So these noodles did stick together a little bit more than the other kind of noodles, but it had a really good flavor. So, and it made leftovers. So my husband and I both get leftovers for the next day. It turned out to be 7 points, which means I had points left over for this dessert, which is the peanut butter too with a little bit of the sugar-free syrup and an apple. Hey, it's the next morning. I did not close up my video yesterday, so here I am to give you a little bit of highlights for the end of the day. The dinner is definitely better with regular pasta. The banza stuck together a lot more than the regular pasta does, so I'll just be making it the regular way in the future. Or you could probably add some more water. That might be good if you do need to use your Instapot. I always call it Instapot. Is that a thing, or am I just too lazy to add the NT? I don't know. Anyway, the pasta, when I was making it, I realized when I entered it into my recipe calculator, I added too much marinara. So I took that out, and then it was actually 1 point less than I thought it was. So it was 7 points. So I had an extra point to have PB2 powder with an apple later in the evening. And I tried the hack where you add maple syrup instead of water, and it was good, but it was very sweet. So I think next time I'll do like a little bit of maple syrup and then mostly water, because I don't want super sweet to be like what my palate is used to, you know, like I want berries and stuff like that to seem sweet. And if I do a whole bunch of those kind of artificial sweeteners, then it jacks up how my taste buds work, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's an everybody thing, but that's a me thing for sure. So I was really happy with my day. I got at least 1,600 calories with not going over a single point. So I have a lot of hope for this working out a lot better than it has in the past. If you found anything in this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hang out with us. I'm gonna post a new video every Wednesday and Saturday, and I hope you come along, and I will see you real soon.